100 meters is the tallest. That near one, Grouse Mountain, you see the little wind turbine on top, that's a ski field. So if you're out around the city in the evenings, you might see the floodlights up there. They do evening skiing. It's still the end of the season at the moment. So it's quite popular for locals. It's only a 20-25 minute drive from the city up to the mountain road, so they can go down there after work. That girl sitting on the boulder out there, that's a girl in a wetsuit. She was the idea of local lawyer Douglas Brown, who back in the 1960s took a holiday to Europe. While in Copenhagen and Denmark, he fell in love with their statue of the Little Mermaid. He fell in love with her so much that he asked the Danes if he could have a copy to bring back here for all his friends and family and other Vancouverites to enjoy. The Danes, they're very proud of their Little Mermaid, and they said no chance. So instead, Douglas Brown commissioned artist Alec Imrady for his own take on the Little Mermaid, and he came up with Girl in a Wetsuit. So you'll see, she's not a mermaid, she's a girl. Big girl at that, 330 pounds of her. No tail, those are flippers on her feet, goggles on her head, and she's been here since 1972. Alec Imrady is so proud of his masterpiece that once a year on her birthday, he'd come down here and give her an annual bath, wash away the barnacles, while he had his family standing on the seawall handing out birthday cake to passers-by. Oh. And that white figurehead, that is a replica of the figurehead from the SS Empress of Japan. The original having been taken away to the Maritime Museum, where you can still see it there. It was starting to rot away out in the elements here. So this was one of 3 sister ships, the White Empresses, the other 2 being the Empress of India and the Empress of China. It's a part of the Canadian Pacific Railway once they expanded out into the waters. And she arrived here in June of 1891, having completed a round-the-world voyage from England, where she'd been completed in March of that year. Very important ships linking the countries of the British Empire with Vancouver, trading items such as silk, tea, rice, spices, and even opium. She completed 316 trans-Pacific journeys, setting a few new records as well for the fastest crossing in her time, until she was brought back here and finally dismantled in the 1920s.